Let us start chemistry, gaseous state. In gaseous state, we will discuss kinetic molecular theory. In the kinetic molecular theory, we will see about volume occupied by gas molecules and volume of gas. That point we will discuss. Now we will discuss volume occupied by gas molecules. Volume occupied by gas molecules. Volume occupied by gas molecules and volume of gas. Volume of gas or volume of vessel. Volume of vessel. Here volume occupied in the sense total volume. Total volume. That means all the gas molecules. Now let us consider the vessel. Let us consider in the vessel, the volume of the vessel is this much. It is a volume of vessel. It is also called a volume of gas. Here gas molecules are present like this. Gas molecules are moving continuously. Gas molecules are making random motion. Like this gas molecules are there. Now the gas molecule, the size of gas molecule is in what way we have to consider in the sense gas molecule is tiny and discrete. This gas molecule is tiny and discrete. Tiny in the sense very small. That means what is the size of gas molecule you think it. So how the volume of gas molecule will be there you see. Volume of gas molecule. Now we have to consider a point. Volume of a gas molecule. Volume of a gas molecule. Gas molecule is tiny and discrete. Gas molecule is tiny and discrete. So how the volume of gas molecule will be there you think it. How the volume of gas molecule will be there you think it. Now let us bring all the gas molecules to one side. Let us bring all these gas molecules to this place. To this place we brought all the gas molecules we brought to this place. Now we are getting volume occupied by gas molecules. This gas molecule is a tiny and discrete. So how the volume of gas molecule will be there? How the volume of gas molecule will be there? Think about it. Now let us bring all the gas molecules to the corner. Now total volume occupied by all the gas molecules. Total volume occupied by all the gas molecules is this much. Volume of gas is nothing but volume of vessel. Volume of vessel means this is the volume of vessel. It is called volume of vessel or volume of gas. Now let us compare the total volume occupied by all the gas molecules and the volume of gas or volume of vessel. Let us compare. How it will be there? How it will be there in the sense this is negligible. This we can say what in the sense negligible we can say. How it will be there means negligible it will be there. That means what is the idea we got in the sense total volume occupied by all the gas molecules is negligible to volume of gas or volume of vessel. If you consider like this, then only gas laws will be applicable. If you consider in that way, then only gas laws will be applicable. That is why we have to consider like this. Why we have to consider like this? If we consider like this, then the why we have to consider in this way. If we consider in this way, then only we are saying that gas laws are applicable. Why is it so? Sir. Now let us say that gas molecule is tiny. Tiny in the sense size will be very low. Size is very low in the sense attraction between gas molecules also will be very low. Attraction is depending on the size of the molecule. Since the size of the molecule is tiny, very low, attraction also very low. So if we consider this size is much low, then only we can say attraction is nil. There is no attraction we can say between gas molecules. If we consider there is no attraction between gas molecules, then only we can say that gas laws are applicable we can say. Gas laws are applicable we can say. So if you want gas loss, if the gas is obeying gas laws in the sense, how it will be there means, it will be like this. Gas is obeying gas laws in the sense like this. So if you want to explain gas laws, what are the conditions we have to consider in the sense gas molecule is tiny, we have to consider, and discrete. If we consider tiny, the size of the gas molecule is very much small. Then attraction between the gas molecules is very much low. Since the size is very much low, we can say total volume occupied by gas molecules is negligible to volume of gas or volume of vessel. So these are the postulates proposed by kinetic molecular theory in order to explain gas laws. Gas laws in the sense Boyle's law, Charles' law, Avogadro's law, Graham's law, Dalton's law of partial pressures, like this. So if the gas is obeying gas laws, or if the gas is obeying kinetic molecular theory, then we can say that gas is a ideal gas. Now, what is the example for ideal gas? Ideal gas example is none of the gases are ideal gases. Practically, if you see, the gas is not obeying kinetic molecular theory, not obeying what gas laws. If you bring the gas to certain condition, then only gas is obeying gas laws. Otherwise, no. So that means this kinetic molecular theory as gas laws or ideal gas equation can't be applied to all the gases? No. Under certain condition only we can apply. In all the cases we cannot apply. Sir, okay. Next, we will see kinetic gas equation. We will see. Let us see kinetic gas equation. Kinetic gas equation. Let us see. Kinetic gas equation we will see. In the kinetic gas equation, the formula is PV is equal to 1 by 3 mNc square. P is called pressure, V is called volume, M is called mass of a molecule. Mass of a molecule. M is called mass of a molecule. This N is called number of molecules. This N is called number of molecules. N is called number of molecules. So kinetic gas equation is what in the sense PV is equal to 1 by 3 mNc square. So okay. Now let us consider the number of molecules is Avogadro number. Let us consider number of molecules is Avogadro number of molecules. That means 1 mole of molecules. We are considering number of molecules is 1 mole of molecules we are considering. Okay. Now we considered 1 mole of molecules we considered. Number of molecules, how much we considered in the sense Avogadro number in the sense 1 mole of molecules we considered. Okay. Then the C is called what in the sense it is one type of velocity. What is that velocity in the sense it is called RMS velocity. Regarding it we are seeing detailing later. Now this RMS velocity, RMS is the abbreviation of one word. This we will see later. Okay. Now let us consider this M into N. This M into N, it is called what? That we will see. This M is called mass of a molecule. We said M is called mass of a molecule. N is called Avogadro number. N we have taken as Avogadro number. Now let us multiply these two. M is called mass of a molecule. N we have taken Avogadro number. That means 1 mole of molecules. If we multiply these two, we will get what in the sense molar mass. Molar mass is nothing but a gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass in the sense mass of 1 mole of molecules. Mass of 1 mole of molecules. So this M is called mass of a molecule. N is called number of molecules. We have taken this as Avogadro number. If we multiply these two, we will get molar mass. That means gram molecular mass. That means mass of 1 mole of molecules. Mass of 1 mole of molecules we are getting. Let us substitute that into that we will substitute. So what we will get, we will see. Let us take PV is equal to nRT also. Let us consider N is equal to 1 mole. If we consider N is equal to 1 mole, N is equal to 1 mole we will consider here. Now you see that Here n and here n are different. This n is called number of moles. Here n is called what means number of moles. Number of moles. Here n is called what means number of molecules. This n and this n are different. In this PV is equal to nRT formula, the n is called a number of moles. In the PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square formula, n is called a number of molecules. Sir, okay. If we consider like this, if we consider n is equal to 1 mole, then PV is equal to RT, we can say. PV is equal to RT. Let us substitute this PV is equal to RT here. PV is equal to RT if we substitute. RT is equal to what we can say in the sense 1 by 3. Then this M into N is called molar mass we have considered. Then we are considering C square. This M into N molar mass we considered here. M into N is called molar mass we considered. Next we will see this RT is equal to 2 by 3 into 1 by 2 MC square. Like this we have taken. Next point we'll see that this RT is equal to 2 by 3 into kinetic energy. Kinetic energy 1 by 2 mc square. 1 by 2 mv square is called kinetic energy. Therefore, kinetic energy is equal to what we are getting in the sense 3 by 2 RT. Kinetic energy is equal to 3 by 2 RT. Now, it is for how many moles? It is for how many moles in the sense 1 mole. We have considered 1 mole. So for 1 mole, the kinetic energy is 3 by 2 RT. Now here see N is equal to 1 mole. Number of moles is 1 mole. For 1 mole, what is the kinetic energy in the sense 3 by 2 RT. 3 by 2 RT is the kinetic energy. Okay. So kinetic energy for 1 mole of gas we got. So kinetic energy per mole of gas. Kinetic energy for mole of gas. Kinetic energy per mole of gas is equal to 3 by 2 RT. Kinetic energy per mole of gas is equal to how much in the sense 3 by 2 RT we got. Now, if you take n moles of gas, if you take n moles of gas, kinetic energy of n moles of gas, n moles of gas if you take, what we will get, we have to multiply this by n. So 3 by 2 nRT we will get. 3 by 2 nRT. So kinetic energy for n moles of gas if you take 3 by 2 nRT. Kinetic energy of 1 mole of gas if you take 3 by 2 RT. Next, let us consider this is 1 mole of gas means Avogadro number of molecules. So kinetic energy of Avogadro number of molecules. Kinetic energy of Avogadro number of gas molecules. Kinetic energy of Avogadro number of gas molecules is equal to what means 3 by 2 RT. 3 by 2 RT. This 1 mole. This 1 mole in the sense Avogadro number. This 1 mole. This 1 mole in the sense Avogadro number we can say. Here 1 mole is there, 1 mole in the sense Avogadro number we can say. So kinetic energy per mole of gas means kinetic energy of Avogadro number of gas molecules. That is equal to how much means 3 by 2 RT. That is equal to 3 by 2 RT we said. Then we will see kinetic energy per molecule we will see. Kinetic energy per molecule. One molecule. Kinetic energy of one molecule in the sense 3 by 2 into R by Avogadro number. R by Avogadro number. R by Avogadro number into T. R by Avogadro number into T. This R by Avogadro number we will take as another constant K, that is K we have taken. This K is called what means Boltzmann constant. This K is called Boltzmann constant. This K is called what means Boltzmann constant. Now you see this point here. Here the Boltzmann constant symbol is K. K is equal to what means this universal gas constant by Avogadro number. This K is called universal gas constant by Avogadro number. So kinetic energy per mole of, per molecule of gas in the sense 3 by 2 kT. Kinetic energy of n moles of gas in the sense 3 by 2 nRT. Kinetic energy per mole of gas in the sense 3 by 2 RT. Sir. Next, we will see types of molecular velocities. Types of molecular velocities we will take. In the first one we will take as a average velocity. Average velocity. First one is called average velocity. Second is called what means root mean square velocity. Root mean square velocity. Root mean square velocity. Third is called what means most probable velocity. Most probable velocity. Most probable velocity. Three types of velocities we have taken. So one is average velocity, Second one is root mean square velocity. Third one is most probable velocity. Like this, three types we have taken. Sir, now, now let us take a gas. Let us consider gas. We are considering gas in the vessel. In this vessel, let us take gas. We are taking gas. Now, this gas is having gas molecules. Sorry, gas molecules are like this present. Gas molecules are moving randomly. Gas molecules we are taken like this. This gas we are taking at certain temperature. Temperature is there in the sense kinetic energy will be there. Kinetic energy is there means the molecules are having velocity. Okay. So the molecules are moving with their own velocity. Okay. Now shall we say that all the gas molecules will have same velocity? Shall we say all the gas molecules will have same velocity or different velocity? In what way shall we say? What do you think? Gas molecules, all the gas molecules are having same velocity or different velocity? Okay. You are saying that the gas molecules are having different velocity. Why the gas molecules are having different velocity? Because of collisions. If the gas molecules are undergoing collisions, what happens that we will see. If the gas molecule, now one gas molecule will take, another gas molecule will take, it is having some kinetic energy, so it is having some velocity. It is having some kinetic energy, so it is having some velocity. Now they are going for collision. They are going for collision. Like this, collision is possible. Now collision is possible. Due to collision, what happens means one is losing kinetic energy, another one is gaining kinetic energy. Suppose here kinetic energy loss, here kinetic energy gain. Therefore, for this velocity, what happens? Increases. For this velocity, here what happens to the velocity in the sense decreases, we can say. Here what happens to the velocity means decreases because kinetic energy decreases. Here what happens to the velocity in the sense increases because kinetic energy is gained. Sorry. Now see, two molecules are undergoing collision. Due to collision, one molecule is losing kinetic energy, another molecule is gaining kinetic energy. So here velocity of this gas molecule is decreasing, here velocity of gas molecule is increasing. So due to collisions, velocity of gas molecules will go on change. Due to collisions, we can say that velocity of gas molecules are going on changing. Sorry, okay. That means we can say that different molecules are having different velocities. Sorry, okay. Different molecules are having velocities different. Okay. Now let us say that some molecules are having velocity c1. How some molecules are having velocity c2. Like this are there. Now, how many molecules are having velocity c1? That molecules multiply that molecules with the c1 velocity. Then, how many molecules are having velocity c2? Multiply that molecules with the c2 velocity. Let us add all. Let us add all. All we will add it. Then we will divide this by total number of molecules. We will divide this by total number of molecules. Now we will get some value. No, what is that value? Do you think? Now see that we have considered velocity is c1. How many molecules are having velocity c1? Multiply with that. We will get total velocity. Now we will take velocity c2. How many molecules are having velocity c2? Multiply with it. We will get total velocity. Like this you do it. Now this sum is called total velocity of all the gas molecules. This sum is called total velocity of all the gas molecules. This total velocity of the gas is divided by total number of molecules. Total number of molecules. Now this ratio gives which type of velocity? Average velocity, root mean square velocity, most probable velocity. Which velocity it gives? It is giving which velocity? Now this ratio, is it coming under any one of the velocities? Average velocity or root mean square velocity or most probable velocity? In which velocity it comes, you see. Okay. You are saying that it is coming under average velocity. Sir, okay. And let us check this one, whether it is average velocity or not. Okay. So you are saying that some students are saying that average velocity. Sir, okay. We will check it. Whether it is correct or wrong, we will check it. Sir, okay. Next, we will take the velocity. The certain molecules are having velocity c1. That velocity we will square it. How many molecules are having velocity c1? That number of molecules we will multiply with that. Next we will take velocity c2. That velocity c2 we will square it. How many molecules are having velocity c2? With that number, let us multiply this. Let us see the sum. Like this, we will see the sum. All the gas molecules we have considered. Now we will divide this by total number of gas molecules. Total number of gas molecules. Next, let us take square root. Let us take square root. We will get some velocity. We will get some velocity. Now, which velocity we will get? You think it. Whether we will get this is called. Is it called average velocity or root mean square velocity? Here see, you are squaring the velocity. Then you are taking the mean, and that means average. Then you are taking square root. So it is called a root mean square velocity. So this is coming under which category you see? This velocity is coming under which category you see? Whether it is a average velocity or root mean square velocity or a most probable velocity, in which category it will come under, that you see. Then we will check. You said it is coming under root mean square velocity. You said it is coming under root mean square velocity. So okay, we'll check it. Next we'll see some molecules are having velocity c1. Some molecules are having velocity c2. Some molecules are having velocity c3. Sorry, like this is there. Some molecules are having velocity c4. Like this is there. Sorry. Now, this many molecules are having velocity c1. This many molecules are having velocity c2. These molecules are having velocity c2. These molecules, in that each molecule is having velocity c4 and so on. Total number of molecules we will take as n. Sorry. Now the what we discussed in the sense, how many we will take a velocity c1. The which molecules are having velocity c1 will see. That total will see. That is total is n1. So these many molecules are coming under this category. In these molecules, each molecule is having velocity c1. So then we will take c2. Now, how many molecules are having velocity c2? We'll see. That number we will write it. Now, these many molecules are having velocity c2. In these molecules, each molecule is having velocity c2. Like this, we will see c3. We will see. Like this, we will go on see, and we will see number of molecules also. We'll see. Then we will take a total number of molecules. Total number of gas molecules we will take. Total number of gas molecules, that is n. Next, what we will do in the sense, we will take a velocity c1. How many molecules are having velocity c1? We will see. That number we will take. That number is coming as how much in the sense n1. We will divide this n1 by total number of molecules. Now it is called a fraction. It is called a fraction. It is fraction of what means fraction of gas molecules. Fraction of gas molecules having velocity c1. It is called a fraction of gas molecules having velocity c1, we can say. So n1 by n is called a fraction of gas molecules having velocity c1. In the same way, find the fraction for this, find the fraction for this, find the fraction for all the velocities. So okay. We have found a fraction of gas molecules having velocity. Each velocity we have found. Let us draw the graph now. Now let us draw the graph. Okay, we will go for the graph now. We are taking the graph like this. In this, in one axis we will take a fraction of gas molecules. In one axis we are taking a fraction of gas molecules. We will take fraction of gas molecules we have taken in the one axis. In another axis we will take velocity. We will take velocity. We have taken velocity. Now let us take temperature is a certain value. Temperature is fixed. Let us fix the temperature. Let us fix the temperature. Next, we will see the graph. We will see the graph. The graph comes like this. The graph comes like this. Sir, now let us see the graph. How the graph is there? You see, the graph is going like this and then coming like this. Now this velocity is having this velocity possessed by this fraction of molecules. This velocity possessed by this fraction of molecules. This velocity possessed by this fraction of molecules. This velocity possessed by this much fraction of molecules. This velocity possessed by this much fraction of molecules. Set. Now, in what way the gas is behaving in the sense, fraction of gas molecules goes on increasing when velocity increases. Then fraction of gas molecules attaining maximum value here. The fraction of gas molecules maximum is this much. It is the maximum fraction of gas molecules. Then on further increasing of velocity, the fraction of gas molecules decreasing and remains almost constant. So if you see the higher velocity side, higher velocity possessed by less fraction of gas molecules. Lower velocity possessed by less fraction of gas molecules. This moderate velocity possessed by most of the most fraction of molecules. That means higher fraction of molecules are coming under moderate velocity. Okay. In the lesser fraction of molecules coming under higher velocity. The low fraction of molecules coming under lower velocity. Higher fraction of molecules coming under a moderate velocity. Now you see the maximum fraction of gas molecules. You see that maximum fraction of gas molecules. Now let us consider maximum fraction of gas molecules. Let us consider maximum fraction of gas molecules. Corresponding velocity we will consider. What is this velocity called? What is that velocity called? Whether it is average velocity or root mean square velocity or most probable velocity, which we will say. You think that. Now see this velocity. This velocity is possessed by most fraction of molecules. Most of the fraction of molecules are having this velocity. So this velocity coming under which category? Most probable velocity or average velocity or root mean square velocity, that you see. Okay. Now let us consider this point again. Let us consider we are considering a gas. In the gas, different molecules are having different velocities. Some of the molecules may have same velocity also. Now velocity C1 we will take. With the gas molecules which is having C1 velocity, we will count that number. That number is coming as N1. That means these many molecules, we are considering N1 number of molecules. In the N1 number of molecules, each molecule is having velocity C1. Sir, we will consider velocity C2. How many molecules are having velocity C2? We will consider that velocity, that number we will find, that number we will write as N2. So these many molecules are having velocity C2. That means in these molecules, each molecule is having velocity C2. In the same way, this C3 and so on. We will see what in the sense total number of gas molecules we will see that come as N. Sorry, okay. Now what shall we do in the sense fraction of gas molecules having particular velocity, we will find it. Fraction of gas molecules having particular velocity. Suppose we are taking velocity C1, what fraction of gas molecules are having velocity C1, that we will see. So the fraction of gas molecules are having velocity C1. If you want, what you have to do, you have to take the number of gas molecules which are having velocity C1. We have taken number N1. This N1 is called a this N1 is called a number of gas molecules. In this N1, all the gas molecules means each gas molecule in this N1 is having velocity C1. Now let us divide this N1 by N. N is called a total number of gas molecules. It is called a, now this ratio is called what means fraction of gas molecules. This fraction is having what velocity in the sense C1. Now in this fraction, what are the molecules are there? All the molecules are having velocity C1. Sorry, okay. In this way, you find for C2, find for C3, C4 and etc. Now let us draw the graph. Now for C1 we are taking what is the fraction of gas molecules, that point you keep it. Then we will take this C2. For C2, what is the fraction of gas molecules, that point you keep it. Then we will take C3. For C3, what is the fraction of molecules, that you keep the point here. Then you take C4. For C4, what is the fraction of gas molecules, that point you keep. Like this, for each velocity, what is the fraction of gas molecules, that point you are going on keeping. For each velocity, what is the fraction of gas molecules you are going on keeping. Then you are getting a, you draw the graph. Then you are drawing the graph. Okay, you drew the graph. Okay, we got the graph. Sorry, we got the graph. The graph is like this. Now this graph says that this much fraction of molecules are having this velocity. This much fraction of molecules are having this velocity. This much fraction of molecules are having this velocity. So and so fraction of molecules are having this velocity. This much fraction of molecules are having this velocity. Now we can say that this higher velocity is possessed by lower fraction of molecules. This lower velocity is possessed by lower fraction of molecules. This moderate velocity is possessed by more number of gaseous molecules, more fraction of gaseous molecules. More fraction of gaseous molecules are coming under moderate velocity when you fix the temperature. Now you think and say that this point you see, for this point corresponding fraction you see, this is the fraction, this is the maximum fraction of gas molecules. Maximum fraction of gas molecules are having this velocity. Maximum fraction of gas molecules are having this velocity. Now this velocity is called what? Is it called a average velocity, or is it called a root mean square velocity, or is it called a most probable velocity? Most probable velocity means what? Most of the molecules are having that velocity. Most probable velocity means what? Most of the molecules having that velocity. Now, if we consider a gas, all the gas molecules are undergoing collision. Therefore, velocity of gas molecules will go on change. Velocity of gas molecules will go on change. Then, shall we say that each and every molecule will have different velocities? Or shall we say that some of the molecules are having particular velocity? Next, some of the molecules are having another velocity. Like that only we can say, no? Shall we say that suppose if we take velocity c1, that means only one molecule is having this velocity, can we say, or certain number of molecules are having this velocity, we can say. We can say certain number of gas molecules are having like this velocity. If we take velocity c2, we cannot say that only one molecule is having velocity c2. We can say that certain molecules are having velocity c2. Like that only we can say. In that way, velocity c3 possessed by certain number of molecules. So like that, if you see, shall we say that in this total number, in this gas, certain velocity is possessed by most of the molecules, shall we say? So for that, so most of the molecules are having particular velocity. Okay. Now, if you see fraction, if you see for which velocity most fraction of gas molecules will come under. Okay, particular velocity is possessed by maximum fraction of gas molecules. No, because this velocity possessed by n1 number of molecules, this velocity possessed by n2 number of molecules. Like that, if you see at a given temperature, particular velocity is possessed by maximum number of gas molecules. Possibility is there, no? So then we will see fraction. Therefore, a particular velocity is possessed by maximum fraction of gas molecules also possible, no? That maximum fraction of gas molecules in this graph is this one. In this graph, maximum fraction of gas molecules is this one. Corresponding velocity is this one. Now, the maximum fraction of gas molecules are having this velocity. Now, this velocity is called what? Do you say this velocity is called average velocity, or root mean square velocity, or most probable velocity? So which we have to say in the sense this is called most probable velocity. So what you said, that is correct. So that it is called, this velocity is called what means most probable velocity. So far you said correctly. the average velocity you pointed out, that is correct. Root mean square velocity you pointed out, that is also correct. Now you pointed out this velocity is called most probable velocity. This is also correct. Okay. So we have seen three types of velocities. Now these three types of velocities we have considered. Okay. Next, this continuation we will see. In this continuation, let us see in the velocities continuation. Now let us take kinetic gas equation. In the kinetic gas equation, what we said in the sense, RT is equal to this RT is equal to uh, this RT, that means 3 by 2 RT is equal to kinetic energy. Like that point we got. 3 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 RT is equal to kinetic energy. Sorry, okay. So here we got a point. 3 by 2 RT is equal, 3 by 2 RT is called kinetic energy. That point we got. Okay. This 3 by 2 kinetic energy is called what in the sense of mv square. This C is called what means RMS velocity. C is called RMS velocity of mc square we got. Next, what are the things getting cancelled? You see, from this we can say that 3RT is equal to mc square. Therefore, C is equal to what we can say in the sense 3RT by m. This is called what means this C is called root mean square velocity. Now see that kinetic energy is equal to 3 by 2 RT. Kinetic energy is called half mv square. V is called velocity. Here this C is called RMS velocity. Now these two getting cancelled. What is the remaining means 3RT is equal to mc square. This 3RT is equal to what means mc square. Now from this we will get C. C is equal to what means square root of 3RT by m. C is called what means the root mean square velocity. Next we will take ideal gas equation, that is PV is equal to nRT. For 1 mole we can say PV is equal to RT. Let us substitute this RT here. So what we will get in the sense 3 PV by m. 3 PV by m we are getting. So we are getting what in the sense 3 PV by m. Next we will write this 3p, this v by m. This v by m is called 1 by density. The density we will write like this. So that this c is called what in the sense this c is called RMS velocity. RMS velocity is equal to square root of 3RT by m, which is equal to square root of 3 PV by m, which is equal to 3p by d. Sir, okay. Here this R is called what, that we will see. In this one, R is called universal gas constant. This universal gas constant value we will see. This R is called universal gas constant. This universal gas constant value is how much in the sense 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole in the SI system, we can say in SI system. In CGS system in the sense joule we have to convert into erg. When you convert joule into erg, we have to multiply this by 10 power 7. When you convert joule into erg, we have to multiply this by 10 power 7. It is called erg per Kelvin per mole, erg per Kelvin per mole in CGS system. So R value is this much. So R value is equal to 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole in SI system, 8.314 in 10 power 7 erg per Kelvin per mole in CGS system. Then you know about temperature. Temperature we have to take in a Kelvin scale we have to take. Then we will take molar mass. M is called molar mass. Its SI unit is what means kilogram per mole. Its SI unit is kilogram per mole. In CGS system, what is a unit means gram per mole. In CGS system, gram per mole. Then we have to consider this pressure. For pressure, SI system is Newton per meter square. In SI system, Newton per meter square. In CGS system, Dine per centimeter square. In CGS system, Dine per centimeter square. Then volume. This volume SI unit is meter cube. Volume SI unit is meter cube. In CGS system, we can say centimeter cube. CGS system, centimeter cube. Then here density. This density SI unit is kilogram per meter cube. Kilogram per meter cube in SI system. In CGS system, density is gram per centimeter cube. Gram per centimeter cube in CGS system. Okay. So now we have seen RMS velocity. RMS velocity formula is so and so. Okay. In the RMS velocity, another formula also we have discussed.